Good morning, all of you. Today, we people are going to discuss the topic a good textbook. Yes, I'm going to share a few ideas about how a textbook should be. That's what we people are going to discuss now. Let me list out the qualities of a good textbook now. Being the language teacher, we must be aware of the criteria of a textbook, that is how a textbook should be. Whether the subject matter given in the textbook it is suitable for the students or the learners or the readers, whoever it is, whether it is apt or not. So we should be aware of it, okay? And the introduction, that is the vocabulary given in that, should make the students to get more interest in reading, okay? So the vocabulary should be flexible and easily understandable to the readers, then only it will be effective. And the form of each lesson, that is in a particular book, each and every chapter will be classified, right? So it should be followed a composition, so a perfect organization should be there. So organization means automatically we have to follow beginning, middle, and an end, okay? So all these three things should be strictly followed in each and every unit. That's what we want to say, okay? And so these are the qualities of a textbook, not only English, in generally I can say all the subject textbooks or whatever it is, it should have some quality, okay? And I'm going to give some hints for you, that is characteristics. Not only the human beings have some characters, each and every object in the world will be having some characters, okay? So coming to the textbook, it also has some characteristics, okay? So these characteristics of a textbook can be classified into two different topics. One is external characteristics and the another one is internal characteristics, okay? So let's see one by one in detail now. The first thing is the external aspects of a good textbook. Yes, external aspects, that is how a textbook should be. If you are seeing textbook, if you are having a glance at it, how it should be presented, okay? How it should be published, how the cover page, the back page, the paper quality, the letter size, book size, price, everything. That is, a cover page should be attractive, it should be more colorful, okay? And the back cover page, surely it should be included with the details, the introduction of the author as well as the content of that particular book. And the paper quality, that is also essential for a good textbook, because it should be acceptable, okay? And the letter size, it should be readable to all. Size, it should be flexible for all, it should be convenient to all the readers, okay? And the price also, even though we can't pay anything, okay, it is not good to pay amount for gaining knowledge and all, but even though if the price of the book is reasonable or affordable, it will make more number of readers to buy it, okay? So the price also should be reasonable and acceptable, okay? So these are the external aspects of a good textbook: cover page, back cover page, then paper, letter size, book size, and price, okay? And now let's see the internal aspects of a good textbook, okay? And I'm going to list out the internal aspects. So whatever the work may be, it should have some purpose, right? Whether we are doing some project or assigning some work to somebody, it should have some objective, okay? So for a textbook also, there should be some objective, okay? To whom it will be useful, how far it will be benefited to them. So like that, it should have some objectives, okay? With that particular objective only, the book should be, the content should be framed, then only it will be effective, it will be efficient one, okay? It will be a good one. So after that, after pointing out the objectives, the next page should be filled with the sub points and the page number. So these two things, the subtitles and the page number, will help the readers as well as the students to move to that particular page easily. It will make them so to point out that particular content, okay? So the sub points and the page number are essential for all kinds of books, okay? And the organization of the subject and the topic in the textbook, so that subject also should be organized properly. There should be some sequential order, whatever the content it is not a problem at all, it should be followed some sequential order, okay? And the subject area should be correct and accurate. because it will be read by so many people, right? So the content, it should be the fact, it should be accurate. Okay, unnecessarily you should not frame anything there. So the content, it should be the truthful one. Okay, then based on the psychology, the interest of the students will be increased in reading habit, right? So that interest, it will be developing gradually only. Okay, so the author should concentrate on the psychological development of the readers also. So based on that psychology, based on that human psychology only, the success of a book should be analyzed. So the author should focus on the psychological development of the readers also. Okay, so in order to make the book more interesting, some figures, pictures, formulas or diagrams or whatever it is, something can be added to that. Okay, and if it is a textbook or a course book, some activities also should be suggested at the end of each and every content, because these activities will motivate the students to recall everything whatever they have learned. These activities will help them to recall all those things. Okay, so surely some practicals or activities should be suggested. So these are the internal aspects of a textbook. So far we discussed about the external aspects as well as the internal aspects of a textbook. So let's be a good reader and be a good learner also. Thank you so much.